Deontay says if the Niners were going by potential and physical attributes, why not just go with experience Fields at 3? Name one thing Lance does better than Fields.
Oh, I got a lot of them, actually. I can
Go
give you a
ahead.
ton of them.
Go ahead.
So first of all, one thing is that Trey Lance coming out of college was efficient under center, 39%. Not something Trey or Fields did. The other thing is that Trey Lance had a verbose playbook. He had to get in huddles, talk to 10 other men, get up to the line of scrimmage, call his own protections, call his own audibles. Fields didn't call his own audibles, didn't call his own protections. And plays are, I look over at the sideline and you're holding up cardboard paper with cutouts on it. So I think mentally, Trey Lance was certainly in a better place than what people want to say he was in. Mm-hmm. I also, right away, one thing that you definitely notice between these two, and this is sometimes impossible to teach, Russell Wilson and even Patrick Mahomes, as great as they are, still struggle with this, and it can be an issue. When the pocket collapses, you cannot run straight backwards. No. That is not how it works in the NFL.
That's what Justin Fields does
all the time. All the time. Trey Lance
he's really mobile, but he runs himself into sacks all the freaking time, and it's annoying. So it's like your mobility is a double-edged sword. With Lance, his mobility is a positive.
Yes, absolutely. So, and one thing we have seen from Lance since he's come into the league, and we'll see how long this tends to be an issue, is he holds on to the ball for a long time. But Fields was the worst out of all of those quarterbacks coming out of college. That was an issue in college. It wasn't for Lance. And so Lance, it's turned into a little bit of one. I think that's probably because he's trying to get used to the game speed. That might always be an issue for Fields. So those are the things that I would talk about when it comes to Trey Lance versus Fields. I think Fields is fantastic. I was always a Lance guy. Fields I would have been fine with, certainly. I think Fields might be better early, and that might frustrate a lot of fans. And there's a lot of fans that will say, I told you so. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And I am willing to bet a lot. Says by the end of 2023, we're going to look at it and go, Lance was clearly the better player and the right choice.
That being said, I like Fields. He's faster than Lance, quicker than Lance, more accurate than Lance. He's good. But everything you said is dead on. I agree with that. Carlos says against Arizona last year, defense hold game close. This season, we see a lot of these. So 1 or 2 touchdowns per game is okay for the win, running defense. Yeah, I mean, that's been the Niners' formula for years. They've never been a quarterback-dependent team. It's just like, don't lose the game at quarterback, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, protect the football. That's your number one job at playing quarterback, protect the football. Jimmy didn't do a good job of that. If Trey Lance can do just that, which it's kind of built into his DNA, if he does just that, they'll win a lot of games.
Red and Gold Al says, Niners fans content with mediocrity. 80s Bayview HP native, and we're not happy with playoff trips. Thank you, baby!
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe if it's something about Santa Clara, but HP, not having it. Playoff trips. That's the thing. Like, down in Santa Clara, it's like, oh, my God, this is playoff football. This is new to us. And Candlestick? Man, that's just, I mean, they've had a lot of serious moments at Candlestick, and they knocked it down. It's not even there anymore. Doesn't
the interest doesn't even peak until NFC Championship there.
Keneal says, what's up, Grant and Jesse? Trey's biggest strength is mental. It's not going to fold. This will bring the best out of him. He's built for this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's mental plus the overwhelming physical gifts that he has, too. That's also nice. But the mental's good. Justin says, what will the Niners use this newfound draft capital on? O-line help, maybe?
I think that they've tried to get O-line help. Like it's not like they're not drafting O-line. It's just they're not necessarily hitting on some of the O-line. Now, thank goodness, it looks like Burford looks like a player. Banks, maybe we'll see. But early on, it doesn't look great.
I mean, they're going to have to – look, Jake Brendel, I love you at UCLA. We might have been there at the same time. He's like, well, probably not. But he's not a long-term solution. They have no – like they wanted Alex Mack. They gave Alex Mack a 3-year deal. He was here for 1 year. This is like a Band-Aid year at center. They're going to have to get a center. So if it's in free agency or the draft, like that's number one priority. Get a freaking center. And probably some safeties too.
Remember last year when we wanted them to allocate the money differently than just Trent Williams and go and get Lindsley, who's like, still arguably
great left tackle and like just a couple, like no one else in your offensive line. It's about having good offensive line, not a good left tackle. And look at them now.
Yeah, it sure would be nice to have a 3-year younger Lindsley and a pretty dang good left tackle right now. Just saying, I'm just gonna throw it out there.
They could have had Creed Humphrey. but they took Aaron Banks instead. And then I heard freaking Chris Forrester was saying, yeah, you know, everyone loves Creed Humphrey. Well, you compare Jake Brendel's combine numbers to Creed. Like, dude, stop it right now.
30.
Stop it right now. Yeah, the combine like 6 years, 7. Yeah. Anyway, that's our show. Thanks for watching. If you want to get this awesome hat, awesome. I hate that word. It's phenomenal hat. Or that.
Or the mug.
Or the shirt. 49ersqcmerch.com, CPH1 promo code for 10% off. It's really high quality stuff made by Tony and Bryant Culp. Thank you very much. Shout out Everett Days for being the spearhead of the whole operation. And shout out Jesse for making these designs. That's Jesse.
Yeah. If you see this on a shirt or a mug, this is my design. So go buy this one if you buy one.
Yeah. Make sure you buy that one. Or any of them.
Or any of them. Fine.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Last Second Sports. It's Last Second Sports. Still called that.
Last Second Sports.
Show. And have a great night. Oh, real quick. John Lynch and Adam Peters are talking like 9:45 tomorrow. Adam Peters. So we'll see what happens. I guess talking about Trey Sermon. So Trey Sermon, get cut up. How's that? You traded up for him. Now you don't like him. How's that? Can't wait to hear. Adam Peters bringing him in. First. That's a first. First time. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned.